Hey there. I had a request to describe how to dig some bore pit holes. Main thing is, down here you want to keep it nice and short. When they push through, if they have too much pipe exposed, their rods could buckle, you know, if they hit something hard in there. This is all sand, so it's not a problem. There's a couple different ways you can dig it. You can dig it sitting behind it from the position I'm in. Start your stairs up here and run them down. I couldn't put stairs in because we have sand pointing. The water table is really high on both sides, so we had to put ladders in. Another way you can dig it is come over to the side. If you have the room to sit off to the side. This hole would be a little too big to do that, but sit on this side and then you can run your stairs down from the top down to the bottom that way. Then when they bore through, it may destroy the stairs, but you can fix them up before they go back in the hole. This instance here, our weld is like maybe a meter off the front of that bank. So to get a 1-to-1 slope for 4.5 meters, we ended up having to go underneath the fence, and then there was a set of cables through here that's concrete there where they had to hydrovac it off, and so I could only slope down from the face of that. But that's another thing, planning out your hole is a big deal, especially on these bore pits. If you if you come to a bore pit and they say just start digging, that's fine and dandy if you got plenty of room, but it helps. Like, this is 4.5 meters to the bottom of the cellar. We've got two pipes, a 12 and a 24. If you look up, there's two sets of stakes. That's the 12 and 24. So you want a meter outside of each pipe. So you step that off 1 meter and then step off 4.5 meters. Usually just go right to 5. That brought me right to the pipes. That gave me a 38-degree slope. You're okay with a 45, but in sand more is always better. You can leave a bit of straight wall at the bottom. Actually, the boring crew likes it better if you leave 3 feet, you know, straight wall at the bottom of the ditch. But in sand, you're not allowed to leave any straight wall ditch. So planning out your hole is a big thing. I'll pause this and I'll go around to the other side and show you the tail ditch. Hi there. One thing I forgot to mention is, off to the side, you usually want to dig a sump hole so you can bail all the slop out of. This instance, we don't have room to do that. It's too deep and it would create unsafe ditch, so we're just going to suck everything out of there. But that's one thing to keep in mind. You'll need a bail hole. They'll explain to you how they want it dug most times. I hope that helps. I mention it again when I'm explaining how to do the tail ditch. You'll see that next. Now this is the tail ditch side. I had a little more room here. We're still dealing with the dewatering system, but I was able to put a set of stairs in down this one side. As you can see, our pipes turn as soon as they come out and go this way, but you have to keep your tail ditch straight. Typically in the front, you'd have a sump on both sides. I forgot to mention that on the other side. Dig it down as deep as you can get it, straight down, right in front, right along the front of the ditch. That way all their bore stuff falls out into there, the drilling mud and everything, and it doesn't flood your cellars. In this case, we don't have the room to do that, so we're going to just have a hydrovac truck or a vac truck suck it out. Tail ditch is pretty basic. I'll go to the end. You just got to have a straight piece of ditch. Sometimes you can get away with having it straight walled if nobody's going to go down in there, but being we're on a plant site, everything's got to be sloped right. So that's basically it. There's not much more to tell you about bore pits, but I hope that helps.